Hi friends, welcome to Masters Academy. So the last session we completed SQL and SSM installation step by step, end-to-end process, real-time process. So in this session, we are going to cover the total SSM components. Like after installation of the SSM, so what are the component we'll get from the SSM and how to work on the components and inside options and everything. So now we are going to discuss end-to-end point-to-point introduction of SSM. So before that, if anyone wants to learn application packaging or app via SSM, so contact us 810-632-4500. So in this session, mainly we'll discuss about the SSM, regarding the SSM only. So for this SSM, any degree, any qualifications like degree or BTech or MTech or MBA, MCA, MSc or any qualifications are eligible. So this is the Microsoft product. So no need of any coding. It's totally GUI, graphical user interface. In this session, I want to show you that tool also, the SSM tool, end-to-end point-to-point. So we'll get high package like 8 to 15 lakhs. In between, we'll get the salary. So the SSM is the excellent and evergreen technology. It is a deployment tool. So every organization, they are using the SSM and they are recruiting the SSM admin engineers. So this is the excellent and evergreen technology in the software. If anyone want to enter into the software, this is the excellent technology. So we can easily enter into the software using this technology like SSM. It's very easy to learn also. So I will teach end-to-end point-to-point regarding this SSM, like from the beginning up to SSM, each and every option, expert level. So this session I will introduce everything. Okay. So Microsoft SSM is the excellent and evergreen technology. So any qualifications eligible for this technology, don't miss this opportunity. So easy to learn and easy to get that job also. Only 30 days is the duration. Okay, so if anyone interested to learn this SSM, please contact us. So remember, SSM is the excellent and evergreen technology. No need of any coding. It's a tool-based application from the Microsoft. It is a deployment tool. So I will introduce you step-by-step end-to-end process. So contact us immediately for quality training and the real-time training from the Masters Academy. So if you want to learn the SSM, then what are the modules we need to learn? So we have a SSM modules. So we need to learn those all the modules to get the job, to handle the SSM also. It's mandatory. In this session, I will show you those all the options, those all the modules, and as well as SSM tool introduction also. So it is totally real-time training, end-to-end, point-to-point. 100% you will get the job. So 8 to 15 lakhs salary. So SSM is the excellent and evergreen technology into the software. Okay. So what we need to learn in the SSM? Okay, if you want to get the job in SSM, we need to learn the Active Directory. It's mandatory for SSM, remember, and the networking. Yes, networking concepts are mandatory, and SQL Server installation and SSM is very, very important. In the previous video, already I showed you how to install the SQL and SSM, the real-time process, end-to-end, point-to-point. And in this session, I want to cover the total SSM, end-to-end, point-to-point. And Active Directory also, I'm going to show you the Active Directory modules also. Active Directory modules also. Okay. Okay, so we'll start the practical process of SSCM. Okay, so the last video we covered, so how to install the SSCM. After installation, then now we need to check the SSCM whether that SSCM is successfully installed or not. How to know that? Whether that SSCM is successfully installed or not. We completed the successful installation. Then we need to check the status about the SSCM, whether that SSCM is successfully installed or not. How to do that? How to check that? And now I'm going to show you, and now I'm going to introduce the SSCM tool as well as Active Directory, all the modules also. Okay, so let's start SSCM modules. So the last video, sorry, the last video already I showed you step by step end-to-end process of SQL Server installation and configuration and SSCM 2012 installation and configuration video. So watch that video, how to install the SQL and SSCM step by step process. Okay, already I made that video. It is available in applicationpackagingtraining.com website. Applicationpackagingtraining.com website. That video is available. Go and watch that video. So you will know everything about the SQL Server installation, configuration, and SSCM installation and configuration. Applicationpackagingtraining.com. Okay, SQL Server installation and configuration as well as SSCM also. I covered everything in that video. Okay, go and watch. Applicationpackagingtraining.com. Applicationpackagingtraining.com. So there is a demo videos. Application packaging videos all available, and SSCM videos also available in that website. Applicationpackagingtraining.com. Applicationpackagingtraining.com. Okay, so go and watch that videos, demo videos. Everything I introduced end-to-end, point to point. Okay, so then we'll start SSCM introduction part. So visit our website for demo videos. Yes, in our website, applicationpackagingtraining.com. So in this website, we have a demo videos, like application packaging demo videos as well as SSCM 2012 demo videos are available. Okay, go and watch that videos. So demo videos. Okay. And if anyone want the SSCM training videos or application packaging training videos, so contact us. Okay. So we have all the training videos, application packaging and SSCM with a reasonable price, affordable cost. Okay, if anyone wanted the training videos like SSCM or application packaging, then contact us. So we'll provide the training videos like with a reasonable price only. Okay, with a reasonable price. So then we'll start our SSCM introduction part. Okay. So if anyone wanted the proxy for SSCM or application packaging, then we'll do the proxy support for our student. So మా దగ్గర ఎవరైతే కోర్స్ నేర్చుకుంటారో సో వాళ్ళకి ప్రాక్సీ సపోర్ట్ చేస్తాము అప్లికేషన్ ప్యాకేజింగ్ అండ్ SSCM. Okay, so we'll support for proxy also for our students. So then we'll start our SSCM introduction part. Okay. Okay. So after installation of the SSCM, so we'll get the interface SSCM console. This is the SSCM 2012 console. Okay, so SSCM interface. Okay, so after successful installation of the SSCM, we'll get the console like this. This is the SSCM 2012 console. So here will work. Okay, so after installation of the SSCM, then we'll get the console like this. So here we have assets and compliance, and software library, and monitoring, and administration. So these four are the components, SSCM components: assets and compliance, software library, monitoring, and administration. So these four are the SSCM main module components. Then in assets and compliance, so using this assets and compliance, we can manage the users and user collections and user state migration, software metering, endpoint protection, and devices and device collections, asset intelligence, compliance settings. So using these assets and compliance, we can manage all these users and devices. And the software library, using the software library, application management and operating system and software updates. Then, so application management, yes, we'll deploy the applications. So through software library only. Application management is nothing but application deployment. Application deployment. So this is the major part of SSCM, application deployment. And software updates every week or every month. So every month we'll get the updates from the Microsoft. So those updates will update using the software updates. And operating system deployment, OSD, operating system deployment. So we'll do the operating system deployment from software library. So operating system deployment and the monitoring. So alerts and the reporting and the system status and the client operations and the database replication, software update point synchronization and the queries and the site hierarchy and the deployments and the client status and the distribution status and the endpoint protection status. So these all will manage through monitoring and administration. So hierarchy configuration and the client settings and the distribution point and the migration and the site configuration and the security and the distribution point group. Those all will manage through administration. Okay, I will explain these all the things now. So before, okay, so after installation of the SSCM, first we need to check whether that SSCM is successfully installed or not. Then how to do that? How to check whether my SSCM is successfully installed or not? So go to monitoring to check the site status, whether that SSCM is successfully installed or not. Okay, then how to check that? Go to site hierarchy. Site hierarchy. Here I install the site HYD site. So this is the Hyderabad site. To manage the HYD site, so I created this. This is a standalone primary site for HYD. So here it is showing C alert. So alert status okay, and the site code HYD. Subsite count, there is no subsites, only site code HYD and alert status. Yes, okay. Now the site was active. Then after that, go to system status, go to site status. So here it is showing the status. Okay, the status should be okay. Here it is showing the all the site status. Okay. Like site server, okay, site database server, okay, site database server, okay, and a component server, okay, distribution point, okay, management point, okay, everything it is showing status, okay. And site code HYD site. So here, if there is any critical errors, means that site should be failed. Simple. If it is showing like a site status okay, 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 okay means yes, status okay. If there if it shows any critical error means the SSCM installation was failed. But I installed the SSCM successfully. This is the real-time installation process of SSCM. See, this is very management point and distribution point and a component server and a site database server and a site database server. Okay. And one is for translational logs, one is for database purpose and a site server. These all are very important to manage the SSCM. So the status should be okay. And we need to check component status also. We need to check component status also. But here there is some critical errors. So there is some critical errors. See here. So there is some critical errors. Okay. So SMS database notification monitor is showing some critical. Okay, now I want to refresh. So the next one is for SMS database notification. SMS database notification. SMS database notification. SMS database notification. Monitor SMS database notification monitor. So SMS database SMS database notification monitor. So SMS MP file dispatch manager, SMS MP So SMS MP file dispatch manager, SMS MP file dispatch manager, MP file dispatch manager. So SMS database notification manager. So now I started those two also, but it will take some time. Before it is showing a 7 or 8, but now it is showing 2 only. But I resolved the issue, but it takes some more time to manage this. So I started this service also. Okay, I need to restart only. Started these two errors also it will resolve. Okay, so no problem. So it will resolve. So we need some time. Okay, then I already started this. Okay, so after few minutes, this two also it will comes into the online. Okay, so then after this, go to the administration, go to the sites, and here we need to check the state of the site is active or not. So if it shows the site state is active, means the SSCM is in the active mode. So it will work. So the site it was in the active. So we need to check these all the points, whether that SSCM is successfully installed or not, whether that SSCM is activated or not, still active or not. And these all are the site server roles. So here we have a 6 roles. So when we install the SSCM, by default the SSCM it will install 6 components, like 6 roles, like component server and a distribution point, management point and a database server and a site server and site system. These 6 are the default site system roles. SSCM by default it will install. Okay. So after installation of the SSCM, so we need to check whether that SSCM is successfully installed or not. So once we'll check that SSCM status, then so this is the main and major point. Okay. After this, then I want to introduce. See, if you want to join any users or any client computers, so first we should join that users or client computers into the Active Directory. See, so in that Active Directory, we should join the computers into the Active Directory, users and computers. So here we should join the users. Okay, here we'll create the users and here we'll join the computers. Remember, so the user computers, once we'll join that user computers into the Active Directory, then it will display the list of the computers here. Here, domain controller computers, domain controllers. Here it will display all the client computers. Once we'll add the client computers here, then users here, then automatically the computers, these are all the computers replicated into the SSCM. So in that SSCM, so we can find the users and this is for users. Here there is no users and there is no devices also. See, there is no devices. But see, remember, we configured the Active Directory separately and we configured the SSCM separately, but there is no mutual understanding, mutual connection in between the SSCM and Active Directory. There is no connection. But SSCM doesn't know there is a Active Directory and Active Directory doesn't know there is a SSCM. There is no connection in between the SSCM and Active Directory. That is the reason it is not showing any users and computers in the Active Directory. We need to enable the connectivity in between the SSCM and Active Directory. So for that, we need to enable the discovery methods. So yeah, see here. Now it is showing only one. Okay. So before it's 2. Now it is showing 1. This is also it will resolve. Okay. So first of all, to communicate the SSCM into the Active Directory, so first of all we need to enable the discovery methods. Here we have a 6 discovery methods. See, so these all are the discovery methods. Once we'll enable these 6 discovery methods with appropriate process, then only the SSCM it will communicate to the Active Directory. So once we'll add any users or any client computers into the Active Directory, those all it will replicate it into the SSCM. But to get that replication connectivity from SSCM to Active Directory, we need to enable this discovery methods, the 6 discovery methods. In that one heartbeat discovery, by default it was enable mode. Remaining 5 we need to enable. Then how to do this? Yes, I will show you in the real-time process. Then we need to create the boundaries. Boundary is nothing but it's like a networking. So we are assigning the network connections to the SSCM. Boundary is nothing but networking, configuring the network to the SSCM. So here we have a types of boundaries. So here we have a 4 types of boundaries: IP subnet boundary, Active Directory boundary, and IPv6 prefix 6 boundary and IP address range. These 4 are the 4 types of boundaries. But so how to configure the IP subnet boundary and Active Directory site boundary and IPv6 prefix boundary and IP address range boundary? So these all are very, very important. Then how to create the boundary groups, boundaries and boundary groups? Very, 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 very important. how to create the boundaries and boundary groups. So these all are mandatory. Then after that, so we should create some users into the Active Directory, and we should join the client computers into the Active Directory domain. Then how to do that? I will show you practically. So once we'll join those computers, client computers into the Active Directory, then those client computers, it should be replicated into the here. And all users also, they will replicate here. Under so device collections, then here we'll create the device collections. So here collections means, for example, all Windows 7 missions into one collection. We'll create the collections operating system wise. For example, all Windows 7 computers into one collection group, like Windows 7 64-bit computers into one collection, or Windows 7 x86 computers into one collection group, and Windows 8 oka collection, 8.1 oka collection, Windows 10 oka collection. So we'll create the different like operating system wise collections that comes under the collections. So here we'll create the device collections, device wise collections, and we'll join those computers into the exact collections. So while deploying the applications, then it will ask you which collections you want to deploy. At that time, we need to specify that related collections. So our collections the computers, device like you devices only what deployment chestum. So how to create the collections? I will show you practically. Okay, and here assets and compliance. Assets and compliance. Then users. It will display the users here. Users and all systems like all collections and device collections and user state migration and asset intelligence and software metering. So these all will work in the assets and compliance like users and devices and device collections and asset intelligence and catalogs and software metering and endpoint protection. This all will configure here only. Antivirus, firewalls fixing, everything will do in the endpoint configuring, endpoint protection. And the compliance settings, if there is any compliance settings, we'll configure here. And software library. So here, see, here we have a applications and a packages, and here AppV virtualization environment. So here, see, application deployment. Here we'll do the application deployment. So packages means these packages, it will support for exe applications. Remember, exe applications deployment. So here we deploy the setup.exe applications. So applications means applications will deploy MSIs here. See here, MSI applications. So applications means MSIs. So packages means setup.exe. Then I will show you, see, MSIs, Windows installer MSIs. Okay, then how to deploy the applications like MS application deployment and MS Office application deployment, Adobe Reader, and all real-time applications deployment. I will show you practically how to deploy the applications. Very, very important. And the software updates. See, here only we'll do the software updates. Patch management, like a software updates. This is called software update, like a patch management. Then how to do the software updates? Then I will show you this part. And our OSD, operating system deployment, very, very important. Operating system deployment. So how to deploy the operating systems like OSD deployment. This is called OSD deployment. It means task sequence. Here we need to create the one task sequence related to the boot images like x86 or x64. So you want to deploy the 32-bit operating system or 64-bit operating system. According to this, we need to create the one task sequence. The task sequence only, it will capture the reference PC. Then this is very, very important operating system deployment. Like using the task sequence, how we will create one reference PC and how to capture that reference PC using the task sequence. And there it will create the WIM file, and how to deploy that WIM file using this operating system image and installers. Then how to deploy the operating system using, and how to set up capturing and how to deploy. Everything I will show you end to end. This is the use of software library. There is a images like x64 and x86, and we need to enable this. Then how to enable this one, I will show you practically. And a monitoring So we'll collect the reports from here, reports and a hierarchy, site hierarchy. We need to check the status and the site status, component status, and the client status. So client activity, see client activity. So this is all monitoring. Okay. So report, collecting reports and everything, site hierarchy, system status, site status. So client site activity, client activity, those all will check in the monitoring. It is like a monitoring, observation and administration. Then discovery methods, how to enable the discovery methods, and then how to create the boundaries, boundary groups, and Active Directory forest, and the sites. And here we have a roles. So here we have a roles. We have a different types of roles. So here we have a remaining roles. See, application catalog web service point role, application catalog website point, asset intelligence synchronization point, endpoint protection point, enrollment point, enrollment proxy point, and fallback status point, and out of bound service point, and reporting service point, software update point, software migration point, and system health validation point. Then we need these site system roles. Then concept wise, we need to install these all the roles to get the fallback status point, unknown computers, fallback status, unknown computers, and the reporting service point to collect the reports, and to do the software updates. We need this software update. Like catalog, we need website catalog and intelligence synchronization. This is all we need. Then we need to install. Then how to do this, I will show you. And here we have a site system roles. We have 6 site system roles. We need to remaining roles. We need to install. We need to configure under client settings. Very, very important client settings. Here we have some client settings: background intelligent transfer, and cloud services, and client policy, and compliance settings, and computer agent, computer restart, and endpoint protection, and hardware inventory, and metering, and enrollment, networking access, and power management, and remote tools, so software deployment, software inventory, software metering updates. Those all we need to enable. These are all the client settings. So we need to enable these all the options with appropriately. Okay. So how to enable these all the options, I will show you practically. So these are all very, very important. Then how to do the client push installation. Client push installation. So CCM setup.exe. So we'll use the CCM setup.exe to do the client push installation. So we have two types of client push installation. One is manual method installation. So we'll install the client push installation, CCM setup.exe. And the second one is we'll deploy the client push installation through SSCM, like CCM setup.msi. Then how to configure, how to deploy. So those all I will introduce you step by step, end to end, point to point. So this is about the SSCM. See, this is the SSCM console. This is the SSCM console. See, this is the SSCM console. In that, assets and compliance, and software library, application deployment, operating system deployment, and updates, everything, and monitoring. So it's like a monitoring view. So we'll collect the reports and we'll monitor the all the status about the users and everything. And this is for administration part, like a discovery methods, boundaries, boundary groups, and site system roles, and client settings, and everything. So this is about the SSCM console. So here we need to work each and every point step by step. We need to configure these all the options. I will show you end to end, point to point about this SSCM total. Okay, this is the total introduction of SSCM console, and we need to work these all the settings. Okay, so this is the SSCM. Then we need to start practically each and every point, like how to do the application deployment. For example, if you want to do like MS Office, then before that you should configure that MS Office. We should not deploy the MS Office directly, because it will ask you like a serial number and privacy policy, license agreement activation, and MS Office, it contains multiple features, but in that there is a unnecessary features also. The client, he want only few of the features, some recommended features. We need to keep that recommended features, and we should delete remaining features. How to do that? Like we need to customize the MS Office before deploy. We should customize. After that, we should deploy that MS Office. Then, for example, in the real time, we'll get MSI with the MST or MSI with the MSP, like patch file. Then how to deploy those MST or MSPs, like MSA application. And these all very, very important. How to deploy, how to configure, how to customize. There is just so many things to learn. Then how to join the client computers into the domain, and how to create the users. So this is very, very important. This software library, like application deployment and packages and AppV environment and updates and operating system OSDs. This all very, very important. So we'll do everything practically, step by step, end to end, process to process. So if anyone want to learn the SSCM, then contact me. I will teach end to end, point to point. So this is the excellent and evergreen technology. This is the real-time training. I will introduce you everything in the production level, real time, end to end, point to point. Okay. So this is the console of SSCM. Okay. Then how to collect the reports, how to collect the inventories, like software inventory and hardware inventory, and the reporting and everything I will introduce step by step in the SSCM. Okay. If anybody wants to learn the SSCM, contact us. And we'll support for proxy also. Don't worry, we'll support for proxy. Okay, so then we'll start working on SSCM end to end, point to point, each and every point. Okay. So thank you, friends. So if anyone interested, then contact me. Okay. Thank you. Bye.